Greetings. This is Omonike. It's a beautiful day in Tampa Bay. I am going to water my plants. And we're going to have a little conversation. I'm going to get this plant pour some of this shit off. My head wrap is coming off. Yeah, it's a sloppy process, I find, to water these plants. And I only water my plants, let's say, once a week or once every 2 weeks. But hey, it's what I do. But when I wanted this, I placed this plant so it could catch the water. Yeah, so I got some more that I'm going to do. And I love the sound of it when it comes down. So beautiful. It's just the simple things, right? All right, I'm going to get some more water and water this other one because it's kind of dry and turning yellow. Actually, let me pull this. All right, as my water is filling up, we're going to have a little chit chat. Now, I'm going to say those that has taken out money from your 401k and your IRA, all that good stuff last year because of the pandemic for whatever reason. Ooh, this is hot. If I were you, I would go ahead and get those taxes done The sooner the better. Hot. And the reason is because you might find that instead of getting a refund that you owe this year. And that's what happened to me. I found out that I owe money this year. So I say, thank God I did it. You know, I filed early because it gives me time to acquire the money to pay the IRS. Now, I know they do payment plans, but why would I want to pay them interest? Why? So I already have the money. It's sitting there in the account. I'm waiting on them to take it out. Yeah. So, you know, ain't no shame in my game. I rather personally owe the IRS than knowing that I pay them all year and they wheeling and dealing with my money and I'm just getting it back and I'm not making that interest like they made off my money. So that's my attitude. And 1 minute, I'll be back. Also, I want to say, I want to stress the importance of having an emergency account because I have an emergency account. I'm not worried about paying the IRS. Now, Dave Ramsey, I spoke about Dave Ramsey. He says at least have an emergency account of $1,000 when you first begin to get out of debt. But another guy who have a YouTube channel called Minority Mindset, he says have an emergency account of $2,000. So that's what I had done, was an emergency fund of $2,000. So I owe the IRS, a little over $2,000 because I withdrew money out of an IRA and I held that account which I withdrew from under 5 years. So that's the reason why. And it is what it is. It's a learning lesson. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But I'm just sharing it with you guys because there ain't no shame in my game shit. It's not what you go through, but how you deal with it. Y'all remember that. So, I know. Believe it or not, yes, I live in Tampa. I don't live in Jamaica. I don't live in Puerto Rico. I know you hear roosters, but there are roosters in Tampa. I have this situated so that when I put the water in there, it will go right down into the pot, right? And like I said, I do this once a week, once every 2 weeks. you know, my thing is whatever plan I have, they got to learn to be on their own. I only have survivors here because sometimes I don't do it for 2 to 3 weeks. A lot of times it's just out of laziness. It doesn't take long for me to water my plants, you know. But anyway, like I said, I have the money to pay the IRS. So, and that's only because I have an emergency account. Now, yeah, I do have my other account of the stocks and stuff. And I got some other things I'm going to pay. Because the goal for me is to be debt free. Now, I really don't care for credit cards, but I got one because I was foreseeing a unfortunate problem coming up. But because of the pandemic, it's nothing, you know, I could have done anyway. I couldn't leave the country. So, you know, and the credit card, it had an introductory thing in which there was no, what do you call it, no interest for a year. Well, the year is rolling up. April 13th is the cutoff. So whatever I have on that credit card, I have to get it to zero. And again, it's good that I have some money. So I'm working on that. I have a job. I have some money. So I'm continually chopping that. And that means as well, don't use the credit card. So, you know, I'm just stressing having a plan. So, my two areas, my two bills, house bills that I spoke about, you know, I've done the repiping, I've done the siding. Well, those are the two bills that I will have left to work on. So, you know, I have a little plan for that. I'm not going to talk about too much because sometimes you can't put things out there too soon, you know. Well, let me set this down and I'll be back. Okay, almost done. Yeah, if you want peace in your life, you gotta have emergency money. You got to. Because shit will always come up. Always. Now, I didn't have enough emergency funds to cover, the repiping of the water and the sewage, the drain, that's what they call it. But as far as the IRS, as far as the credit cards, getting rid of that before April 13th, yeah, between that and my job, I have enough. So I don't really have much to say. I'm just going to say that I'm not going to be filming, as you guys see. Sometimes I film once a week, twice a week. And sometimes I'm not going to film at all. I'm not going to upload. Excuse me. I want to say I appreciate everybody who subscribe and who likes my videos, and especially those who leave feedback. I really appreciate it. I noticed some people will subscribe and then they unsubscribe. Whatever. Yeah, I'm about, like I said, being safe, sane, and healthy. So I upload when I have something to talk about, when something crosses my mind. I'm not about what they call it, algorithm and all this other stuff. Your girl busy. If I'm not working, I might be doing something in the house. I might be exercising, which I need to do more of. Your girl living her life. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those content creators that's always on here, because YouTube is not my life. And that's the thing. I want you guys to have a real life outside of YouTube. Okay? Do not let YouTube become your life. There are great content creators on here, and you can learn a lot about plants, about different things, but there's a lot of crap out here too. And don't fall for the crap. There's things we could, that's all I'm going to say. Don't fall for the crap. There's a lot of stuff, and you got to take it with a grain of salt. Entertainment only. I'll just say this. All this femininity, how to level up by getting with someone, take that shit with a grain of salt. Okay? Level up by your own hands and your own head. That's it. You do that, you be in there. You notice on my channel, that's what I talk about. Being at peace. How to create your peace. How to create your own world. How to be joyous. I stay out of those relationships and bashing men and women and this and that, I'll also say this. If people would do things in a proper order, we wouldn't have all this crap that's going on now. But ain't nobody want to listen to Mama Maxx. Y'all don't want to hear that, right? So, hey, you like it, I love it. So I'm going to continue watering my plants. You all have a great day. I just wanted to say, hey, hi, how y'all doing? And I'm still working on my challenges of becoming debt-free. And I just want to say, start by having an emergency account. of $2,000. And I'm telling you, that's what saved my ass, other than, of course, the stocks I have. Yeah, have $2,000. You know, work, do whatever you got to do, sell some stuff. Have $2,000 set aside for emergencies. To me, owing the IRS is a fucking emergency, okay? I'ma handle my shit. I'm waiting for their ass to take that goddamn money. I had to Google that shit. When they gonna get their goddamn money? About 3 weeks. I think I have another week. Yeah. Keep it real, man. Keep it real. You want less stress in your life? You gotta have emergency money. You gotta become debt-free. When you become debt-free, you don't have to be on your knees trying to level up through anyone. Take that with a grain of salt.